السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. So inshallah tonight we'll continue and Tafseer Surah Al-Furqan, the Surah 25, and today inshallah we'll start from ayah number 37. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وقوم نوح لما كذبوا الرسل أغرقناهم وجعلناهم للناس آية وأعتدنا للظالمين عذابا أليما وعادا وثمود وأصحاب الرس وقرونا بين ذلك كثيرا وكلا ضربنا له الأمثال وَكُلًّا تَبَّرْنَا تَتْبِيرًا. So just to refresh your memory, so last week we mentioned about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned this in the Quran that the judgment, Rasulullah will complain, right? He said, Rabbi inna qawmi ittakhadu hadha Qur'ana mahjura. Allah, some of my people, they hijrah from Quran. Hajru tilawatihi. The hijrah from reading it, normally, hajru sima'ihi, they don't want to listen, they don't want to reflect. So we don't want to be in that group, right? So we have to make the Quran as our best friend, right? So don't miss even just 2-3 ayah every day that you read Quran. So now, inshallah, in ayah number 37, Allah said, وَقَوْمَ نُوحٍ لَمَّا كَذَّبُوا الرُّسُلَ أَغْرَقْنَاهُمْ وَجَعَلْنَاهُمْ لِلنَّاسِ آيَةً وَأَعْتَدْنَا لِلظَّالِمِينَ عَذَابًا أَلِيمًا.
And the people of Noah, when they denied the messengers, we drowned them, and we made them for mankind a sign, and we have prepared for the wrongdoers a painful punishment. This is followed by a reference to Noah's people who rejected the messengers, and in consequence, God caused them to drown. It should be explained here that Noah's people denied only Noah's message, and their rejection applied only to him. But we have to remember that Noah only preached the faith advocated by all God's messengers.
So from Adam until before Noah, but 1,000 years, our people, they worship only one God, right? Then Shaitan was, they try to mislead people, but was unable. 1,000 years. And then Shaitan try, and then what happened, there is a teachers, Allah mentioned their name in the Quran. Waddan was Wa'a wa Ya'uq, and they died. Their teacher died. So Shaitan came to them, look, your teacher died. Who's going to remind you now? Yeah, what I have to do? Just build their statue. You didn't say worship them, right? Put in your home, in the market. So anytime you're going to commit sin, no, it's my teacher. Good idea, right? That's a good idea. So they put that teacher. Satan very patient. When all those people died, came their children. Satan said, why your dad rich, your dad this and this and this, because they worship these gods. Right? Even after that, every time, they're going to die, the wasiyah, the will they give them, La tadarunna alihatakum, wa la tazawaddaw, wa la suwa'a, wa la yaghutha, wa ya'uq, wa nasra. Hey, don't leave your God this. Okay? Subhanallah. That's their wasiyah on the time. Subhanallah. Right? So Nuh have to spend how long? Almost 1,000 years. Even after just a few people. So be careful, to leave some idea Maybe you buy something from Thailand, like a statue, like souvenir, you put in your home. For you, maybe just, but maybe you died. Oh, my dad, he was strong because of this. And then you are in the grave, we get punishment because some of you are doing something. Yeah. So inshallah, we take break for salat. Stop. Why it's strange. we come back to story of Prophet Nuh alayhi salam. And Nuh alayhi salam mentioned in the Quran said, Rabbi inni da'awtu qawmi laylan wa nahara. He used all the methodology of dawah. Said, I call them day and night. Sometimes I gather them, sometimes face to face, right? But, كلما دعوتهم جعلوا أصابعهم في آذانهم. Every time I call them, they put their finger like this. And then they cross like this. You don't want to listen. Right? So in this ayah here, say waqama Nuh, people of Nuh, when they deny, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala drowned them. So in the end, Allah drowned them. Here I would like to mention that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used to destroy the entire community. No, all drowned, only people on the boat. People of Ad, Samud, Lut, right? But many people now, they commit many bad things, right? But Allah did not destroy them because they request Muhammad. So Allah, please don't punish my people like you punish people before me. Allah said, okay. So will not happen, Allah destroy the entire country, for example. But Allah will send disease that people didn't know before, like AIDS and all this, right? Yeah. And then a few lessons we can learn from Prophet Nuh alayhi salam.
7 lessons from Prophet Nuh sallallahu alaihi wasallam. 1. A punishment will be sent if you disobey Allah. 2. Don't make fun of others. 3. Ask forgiveness to erase sins. 4. Patience is key. 5. Listen to Allah's command. 6. Ask for Allah's guidance. 7. You cannot survive without Allah's help.
Yeah. So this is it said in another, I said, وَمَنْ أَعْرَضَ عَنْ ذِكْرِي, who turn away from my remembrance, turn away from God, وَإِنَّ لَهُ مَعِيشَةً ضَنْكَ, Allah will make them narrow life, miserable life. They have everything, so therefore why we found many of them, they commit suicide. They are actor, they are rich, but they're empty here, right? So the punishment now mostly like spiritual punishment, not happiness. Some people, many of them, they are rich, they have mansion, but who enjoy that mansion and the palace? The servant. He come only 1 week, one month. Yeah, I met one day, in Indonesia, a rich man. He said, the owner, we enjoy this. All my kid here. The owner will come every month, right? Don't make fun of others. When Noah built the ark, right? People laugh at him. People pass by. No, did you change your profession from prophet become carpenter? What are you doing? Where's the water? It's true. Right? Make fun. So look at the one who make fun what in the end. The same, something might be they make fun at you. You are terrorists, you are violent, Even among Muslims, some of them, they make fun. Man, why you take serious, man? You come to mosque every day. One day I was in downtown Seattle, and then I saw Muslim stores, so I stopped by. Then time for Dhuhr. Brother, you have space to pray? Brother, this is in downtown. Why you take so serious? What? Pray 5 times a day, serious. Yeah. Sister, maybe, people part because you're wearing hijab, right? And very interesting when people criticize the woman wearing the niqab. During pandemic, everybody wearing the same. Subhanallah. Ask forgiveness to erase sin. Allah knew our weakness. No one sinless, right? What difference between Iblis and Adam, right? Adam commits sin. Iblis commit sin. What Iblis did, he did not acknowledge. He pointed, you fall. Adam, he acknowledged. So Allah loved it. When you commit sin, you feel regret. You cry, right? Allah like that. Yeah. Patience is key. You know, he said when Noah going to build an ark ship, people boycott him. Say, don't sell wood to Noah. Wow. So what happened? Noah had to plant the seed. And that kind of wood need 30 years. So he waited for 30 years. Right? Muhammad Sallallahu was patient 23 years. But look at the result of patience. Right? People call him name, right? Boycott him 3 years until Khadija and Abu Talib died because of starvation after they are sick. No nutrition. Right? So therefore why before he died, Abu Bakr was leading Salat. And then he opened the door. He's smiling. Anas bin Malik said, I almost break my Salat. He was sick and smiling. Why he was smiling? Because masjid was full. Look like he said, Alhamdulillah, my mission accomplished. All my sacrifice, all patience. You know, when you was struggling and then you get the result, what happened? You're happy. Yeah. Listen to Allah's command. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not command us do or don't do except what? For our benefit. Right? Allah said pray. Why do we pray? Because we need to pray. You know, we have body and soul. What your body need? Food and drink. Right? What your soul need? Need food, not pizza. Salat Allahu Akbar. Right? Ask for Allah's guidance. It's very important. So therefore, a Muslim, when you're going to do something, you have two choices now. Do I marry Nancy or Khadija? Nancy more pretty. Right? Khadija. So ask Allah's guidance. And then what? Pray istikhara. Rasulullah SAW, even you're going to move from here to California, any decision, important decision, you ask Allah's guidance. You do something bad, oh man, I'm stupid. Why I do that? Because you don't pay istikhara. You don't ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You cannot survive without Allah's help. Allah called when the boat's ready, everybody board, he called what? His son and his wife. His son said, don't worry, Dad. A flood, I'm going to the mountain. La asim al yawm. Said no. This is not like any flood. Even the mountain will not help you. Right? Yeah. So we need always Allah helps.
The things we should learn from the story of Noah's Ark. We are all in the same boat. Plan ahead. Success lies at the corner of opportunity and preparation. Stay fit. One day, someone may ask you to do something really big, and you need to be ready. Don't listen to the critics. Faster isn't always better.
Better. Yeah. Barullah. So 10 things we can learn from the Ark of Yunus. The first one, we are all in the boat. That means what? Don't fight. Always work together. We Muslim minority. Why you don't talk, you fight just because of somebody pray like this, somebody pray like this, somebody put, somebody. Why? Small. We are on the boat. Oh. Yeah. Plan ahead. Because when Noah built the ark, there's no water, no rain. Right? In my country said, when you see the cloudy, bring umbrella. Maybe no rain, but be prepared. Yeah. Uh, Stay fit. It's very important. Rasulullah SAW, he was 60. He can slaughter, 70 camels.
Wow.
Yeah. Because one day somebody may be in need and you are, you know. And very interesting, uh, the Romans sent a doctor to Medina. And doctor, to what? To treat the sick people. But nobody complained. So the what you call the doctorification too much. I said, "Oh Muhammad, I have to leave." Nobody complained. So what's the reason? He said, "نحن قوم لا نأكل حتى نجوع وإذا أكلنا فلا نشبع." We are people we not eat unless we're hungry, and when we eat, we stop. We still want it. Everything from stomach, right? Uh, don't listen to the critics. If no, stop when they criticize him, laugh at him, finish. No, he didn't listen. Sometimes we need that. There's the fiction story. He said that there's competition between the frog, like a pool, and there is the gift in the stone. So frog from all the country came, you know, and they tried to claim, right? And many of them fall down. Some died, right? So people who are, on the ground said, "Hey man, you stupid, why you continue? You're going to die. Look at how many people die. One frog just continue onto the top. He got the gift and he came back." So the journalist was interview him, but he didn't answer, right? What happened with him? His friend said he's deaf. So people said, "Hey man." So he didn't listen to the so something you need to be deaf. Right? Yeah. When people too much pay attention what people say, right? Faster Eastern always better. Because in the boat, cheetah and Niles the same. But we're not better cheetah faster, right? So sometimes do not put down the others, right? He said one day a professor was talking with the captain. So professor asked many questions about history, about math, right? The man said, I don't know. Oh man, you're wasting your time, right? And then they continue, and suddenly the storm and wave up and down. The boat on way to sink. So captain said, "Sir, do you know how to swim?" "No." "You're wasting your life." You're wasting your life. Or you know it, not benefit no. The benefit is how to swim. Right?
It's a good idea to travel in pairs. 7, go with the flow. Trust that if you go with the flow, you will end up on high ground. 8, the Ark was built by amateurs. The Titanic was built by professionals. No matter how bad the storm is, there's always blue skies ahead. And 10, don't miss the boat.
Yeah. So traveling, Rasulullah said, if you travel alone, that means you travel with shaitan, right? Travel 2 or 3. Even in Islam, when you travel 3 people, you have to choose one to be Amir, to be your leader, to make decision, right? And then go with the flow, right? So don't be, it is very important also in life, sometimes, you know, but you have to also be careful, right? The flow here, if the flow is in the right direction, the good direction. In the hadith said, La takun imma, don't be imma, mean yes man, everything yes. People do good, they join us. People do bad, join us. Right? No, what you know, right? The ark was built by amateur. No, he's not scientist, nothing, but it was safe. But Titanic, you know that before they leave, they said this boat never sank, right? What happened? Because when you do something, we combine two things. Yes, we use we use our skill, our mean, but also what? Then tawakal. It depends on Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Because there's also we find a Muslim, some Muslim, tumat tawakal, depending on Allah. Hey brother, don't worry, man. Allah will take care. Right? One day somebody drive what you call he was hurry, so he park and he leave the key inside and he ran. Brother, Yahi, Allah will take care. No, take the key first. Allah will take care. And the other too much based on their what you call their ability. That's also dangerous. Yeah. No matter how bad the storm, there is always blue sky ahead. That means always have positive thinking. Never said, "Oh man, halas, I better die." Yeah. So when you fail something, you continue. In the battle of Uhud, Rasulullah and Muslim all they lost the battle, right? But it's lesson a lot. Never give up. Yeah. Don't miss the boat. Right? The one who missed the boat. So the same, in life, don't miss any opportunity. When you are young, you have a lot of energy, right? Use that time. Most people when they are old, they want what? Ya tashababa yaudu yawman. I always become young again. Did you hear somebody become young again? In Jannah, yeah. Inshallah. وعادا وثمود وأصحاب الرس وقرونا بين ذلك كثيرا.
And we destroyed Ad and Thamud and the companions of the well and many generations between them. The next verse groups together the Ad, Thamud, and people of Al-Ras, as well as many generations in between. Al-Ras refers to a ground well which was not properly built. These people who lived in a village in Yamama killed the prophet sent to them.
So after Allah talk about Noah, he talk about Ad and Thamud. Remember that Allah sent messenger, okay. Those people who are on the boats, right? They are all good Muslim and they live good life. But later on, people turn away again. So they were very important. In the Quran said, وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. Always to console one another, remind one another. People become weak because of what? Imagine no masjid, for example. No Jummah. What happened? The Sahaba, they're very strong because with the Prophet Muhammad, right? We need more, right? So now Allah talk about the people of Ad. Allah sent Prophet Hud to Ad and Thamud Prophet Saleh. They do the same. Prophet Saleh, for example, people of Thamud. These two type of people, Allah gives them their bodies like a giant. They can build the palace inside the mountain. I don't know how. There's no dynamite, right? How to can a giant, right? So they have high civilization. If you go now, they still remind them, the building, everything, and it become historical place, right? But they disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They kill the camel. They tried to kill the prophets. So Allah destroyed them. And then maybe you don't hear a lot. Ashabul Rassi. Who is Ashabul Rassi? Right? The companion of the well. So close to the city of Thamud, this is in Saudi Arabia after Riyadh, there is a well. This well, big well, and the well enough for all people, to drink, to take shower, and for their cattle. So their life depends on that well. And Allah bless them. And they have a king. And this king was good king. Subhanallah. That means there's a well, a good king, life is good. And then that king died. He didn't have children. He's still young. People love him. He died. Right? After a few days, Shaitan came. Shaitan came in the form on that king. People are surprised. Say, my king, I'm not died because I have power of God. I was hiding because I want to know what you do. Oh, people said, that means this king is God too. Right? But he said, very interesting. Shaitan, jinn, when they transform into any being, human being or animal, they're unable to take too long. Because too long, they have to follow the rules. For example, if he become dog, you shoot it, he die. So you don't want it. So therefore, jinn, Satan, when they appear, very fast. They're scared. Right? So anyway, he said that from now on, when you come to me, you will not see me. So he'll be like the wall. You come to me. So people come in and ask something. You start worshiping him. And then Satan give instruction. They had to build statue in your houses so they have idols of his pictures. So Allah sent a prophet. His name was Handallah bin Safwan. Handallah bin Safwan. Because prophet wasn't prophet. So the prophet started to remind them, this is Shaitan, this is not God. He mentioned about God is only one God, the creator of the heaven and the earth. He mentioned about everything, God's qualities. He came in Shaitan. But people didn't like him. Right? Because the king died and come back alive, that means he should be God. So what happened? Only one person, a black slave, follow him among all this. So therefore it's in Ibn Ishaq said in the judgment, there's a prophet will come to Jannah, only two, he and his slave. Right? So Allah get angry, right? I brought the picture, I know where. Allah get angry, right? So then, what you call? Just a second, I need something wrong. Something wrong, I know what to do. Okay, so yeah. So Allah get angry, and Allah and they kill the prophet and they throw it into the well. Right? So Allah get angry. Allah took away the water, and then they start buying. They're thirsty and hungry, right? And then they died. It's the same. And after that, it's many generations also do the same, right? وَكُلًّا ضَرَبْنَا لَهُ الْأَمْثَالَ وَكُلًّا تَبَّرْنَا تَتْبِيرًا.
And for each of them we put forward examples as proofs and lessons, etc. And each of them we brought to utter ruin because of their disbelief and evil deeds. All these people, as well as Lot's township, which suffered the shower of evil rained upon it, followed the same line and shared the same fate. The surah makes this very quick reference to all these communities, ending by mentioning the fate of Lot's people, whose township, Sodom, the Arabs passed by on the summer trade journey to Syria.
Yeah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala after told a story about happened to Nuh, to Ad, Ashabu Ras, right? And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, and for each of them we put for one example. That means, the all the history in the Quran is to be what? There's a lesson we can learn. Of course, this is addressing to the Quraysh. Because everything we mentioned, Ad, Thamud, Abu Ras, the Quraysh used to pass by there to see the place, to see the remaining, right? Yeah. And among them, the people of Lut, LGBT now. People of Lut, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala punished them by the wing of Jibril. Just take like this and bring it up. It's an even angel in the heaven. He heard the barking of the dog. Because everything, animal included, and put upside down. So he said in 1829, there's an American submarine he found in the ocean, it's the lost city. The city upside down. When you go to downtown Seattle and you get the water, how look like the down Seattle, upside down. Right? And that's lesson. وَلَقَدْ أَتَوْا عَلَى الْقَرْيَةِ الَّتِي أَمْطَرَتْ مَطَرَ السَّوْءِ أَفَلَمْ يَكُونُوا يَرَوْنَهَا بَلْ كَانُوا لَا يَرْجُونَ نُشُورًا.
And they have already come upon the town, which was showered with the rain of evil, i.e., stones. So have they not seen it? But they are not expecting resurrection. After this quick reference to earlier communities, the surah mentions the ridicule faced by the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, from his people. This follows upon the earlier mention of the arrogance and objection to the method of revelation of the Quran.
Yeah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala showed them how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala destroyed the people, right? This also talk about the people of Lut alayhi salam. But they never learn lesson. They think that what happened to them will not happen to us. Instead, they continue, they mock the prophets, right? If you read, many people come to the prophet, said, hey, no, how many years, man? Where's the punishment? People are always like this, right? And then in the air said, Barakanu la yarjuna nusura. The reason they always deny, because they didn't believe on nushur. Nusur means the day of resurrection. So therefore, why Iman, Allah almost took two Iman combined. 6 pillars, right? What's the most important 6 pillars? The first one and the fifth one. To believe in Allah and to believe what? In the last day. Because to believe in Allah only, we not encourage you to do good deed. But you, oh man, if I don't do this, I don't want to go to hellfire. I want to go to Jannah, right? Instead, people who didn't believe in the last day, it's like you drive the car without brake, whatever, in the street like this, right? I remember that Imam Surah Hajj, he said, this country, like people riding the bus and driver is crazy, right? وَإِذَا رَأَوْكَ إِن يَتَّخِذُونَكَ إِلَّا هُزُوًا أَهَذَا الَّذِي بَعَثَ اللَّهُ رَسُولًا.
And when they see you, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they treat you only as a mockery, saying, is this the one whom Allah has sent as a messenger? They are warned that they will be placed in a position lower than that of animals. Prior to his choice as God's messenger, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was highly respected among his people, being the descendant of a leading family and tribe. His honesty and morality enhanced his position as he was nicknamed Al-Amin, which means the trustworthy.
This is the behavior of this believer, not only to Muhammad, right? They make fun of Jesus, make fun of any symbol of God. Right? This is the quality of this believer. Make fun to the Prophet Muhammad, right? Uh, he said, his prophet, how can a prophet, like us, eat and drink and go to the market and marry, right? So they wanted prophets to be super, you know, and they're not make sense also. If Allah send the angel, how you communicate with the angel? The angel had to come in the form of what? Man again. And then also, if the angel give instruction, man, you are angel, man, we are human being. What can they do, right? So they just want to escape, right? So therefore, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always asks Muhammad to be patient, right? So this is for today, inshallah, the conclusion that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the beginning talk about Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, right? And Prophet Nuh have to spend almost what? 1,000 years. That means, but Nuh never give up, right? Imagine if you are Nuh, yeah, what people are going to, if you are there, people are going to say, well, no, wasting your time, man, right? Even your own wife, your own son. Some people, something like that. People say to me, right? You don't give up now. We continue, right? But almost in the end, the people who reject Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but Allah so, Allah is so patient. Allah never ever punish people immediately. So therefore, why when somebody did steal, Umar said, how many times did you steal? What the first time? You lie. He tried to take a stick. Okay. It's 20 times. How did you know, Umar? Look, when you did steal first time, Allah cover up. Second time cover up. But because Allah helping you change, you repent. Give you chance. But you are not. So therefore, when you do sin, don't think you are smart. Oh, my wife didn't know. Suddenly, somebody told me a story. He was everything. Suddenly, he forget his phone. And his wife check everything. Yeah, so be careful. I think I messed up the presentation. Sorry, John. Okay. Okay, for some reason, some mess up in the presentation. So anyway, so the last one we learned today, yeah, and that Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, He know that our weakness and we are something made mistake, right? And Allah love when somebody made mistake, they come back to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. So therefore, in Surah Nuh, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala said, وَقُلْتُ اسْتَغْفِرُوا رَبَّكُمْ إِنَّهُ كَانَ غَفَّارًا. Make lot of istighfar. Somebody come to Sheikh Hassan Basri. They say, Sheikh Hassan, I've been married for a long time, but no children. He said, say astaghfirullah. He left. And then another man came and said, I'm a farmer. There's no water. What do I have to do? Made love istighfar, say astaghfirullah. The other one, young man, they're looking for a job, they don't find job. They say istighfar. Anybody come, right? The medicine is istighfar. Imagine you go to doctor. So I have headache, need aspirin. Heart attack, aspirin. Cancer, aspirin. Right? And then his student asked, yeah, Sheikh, everybody asks question, different question. You give the same answer, istighfar. That's what Quran said. وَقُلْتُ اسْتَغْفِرُوا رَبَّكُمْ إِنَّهُ كَانَ غَفَّارًا. Make istighfar, right? What happened? يُرْسِلِ السَّمَاءَ عَلَيْكُمْ مِدْرَارًا. Then Allah will send what? The rain for the farmer. وَيُمْدِدْكُمْ بِأَمْوَالٍ, looking for a job. وَبَنِينَ, children. Subhanallah. One story this one Sheikh taught me, people have been married for a long time and he didn't have children. And then the Sheikh said, make istighfar every day, 1,000 times. So he left. The husband said, don't listen. Crazy, 1,000 times. So I said, I don't care. And she did every day. In the morning, 100, and then right? Alhamdulillah, 6 months, she pregnant. Right? It's promised from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yeah? Any question? Alhamdulillah hamdan ya fi ni'mat ya rabbana lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhika wa 'azimi sultanik. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Allahumma anfa'na bima 'allamtana wa qina adzaban nar. Allahumma irfa' 'anna al-bala wal waba ya arhamar rahimin ya rabbal alamin. Allahumma barik lana fi awladina wa waffiqhum ila ta'atik warzuqna birrahum. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم وصلى الله وسلم الحمد لله رب العالمين آمين